Rabbits can cause trouble at any time, but when they're a pair, they're double trouble. We've got a pair here that they're looping and bouncing, very close in and very fast, and it's a true pair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask an intermediate shot to take the pair for us, and you can look at the video and see from behind and see his form and his style and his gun movement, and I'll explain afterwards how to put it right and to smooth that shooting out, and to offer advice that you might be able to recognize faults that you may have yourself, and to put them right by imitating myself or listening to the advice I give. So I'll just show you a pair so we can see what we're shooting, and we'll take it from there. We've got two rabbits coming from the left to the right. One's actually has quite a big bounce on it, the other one comes close in and hugs the floor. And it's a true pair, which is going to pressure your shot, and it's going to be pull, bang, bang. If you shoot them with calm authority, you've got plenty of time, but the combination of the two rabbits both coming at the same time, the arc of the first one and the crossing pattern, is going to cause visual confusion, and that, if you don't control it, is going to make you poke and hope. So I'm going to ask Dave to come into the station and take a shot. Oh. 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 One last pair and then we'll have a chat about what you're doing. Oh. As I've said before, rabbits induce panic, and two rabbits double the panic. And you've just seen Dave, who's an intermediate shooter, being pressured and making a lot of mistakes. And so the compounded effect of the two rabbits show flaws in his shooting ability. And I'm just going to work with him for 2 or 3 minutes and put that right. And then I'm going to demonstrate how to shoot the rabbits in a controlled, smooth manner. And then I'm going to ask Dave to step back into the cage, and hopefully we'll have ironed out the flaws, and the double rabbits aren't going to be double panic anymore. So Dave, like anything, we're going to start from the ground upwards, and we're going to sort of like polish off your shooting skills so we can tackle this pair a little bit more smoothly and efficiently. First of all, your feet. You stand too square and you don't address the break point of the targets, you're addressing the line of the targets. So with this square stance and the fact that your hips, they block the rotation, your legs or your hips block the rotation of the top half of your body, so you've got limited movement. And then you tend to shoot like a trapper skeet shooter with a cocked elbow, which once again adds to the inability to make a smooth swing, especially on these faster targets. So the first thing, we're going to address your feet. So if you stand alongside me, feet armpits apart, and we're going to make a little quarter turn to the right. This toe would be on the 2 of 12 o'clock, and this one would be about 2:30. Take that, not forward, backwards, and just out a little bit. No, the toe.
Like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that will allow you, try turning now, and you can turn through 180 degrees like a tank turret. You've taken your hips out of the equation. The next thing we need to do is empty gun. We need to make your gun mount a little bit more smoother. So first thing you need to do is there's a tendon here between the bicep and the pectoral muscle, and the heel of the gun just touches it. Your eyes look out over the gun, and you lift the gun gently to your, no, that's where your fatal mistake is. You're punching it into the shoulder and it can't move anymore. You have to lift it to your cheek and not your shoulder. The gun doesn't actually come to the shoulder comes to the gun. That millimeter, so you're punching into that shoulder again, comes up. The elbows drop down. Yeah, drop it down, and up again. Yeah. See, now, if you watch the barrels, they tip down. They go down. The mount is parallel, it's up and down parallel. And so our movement wants to be from our gun hold, and then you're looking back to your visual hold, and you'll move, and it will come in, and you'll take the shot. Yeah. So we're going to work on this, it's good, and then we're going to go back into the cage. First of all, I'm going to demonstrate and explain this pair to you, and then hopefully you'll come back in and prove that a little bit of assistance can iron a lot of faults out. Oh, so
Sounds good.
Get my gun, we'll go for it.
Good.
First of all, we're going to look at the targets and we're going to read the target line, and we're going to see where our insertion point is, our break point and our visual point. So I'm just going to call for a pair. Pull. Now, the farther trap is angled so the target comes in towards me and is the first target to be shot. The second target is thrown through the air and then bounces and goes to the left. And it's quite clever of the corsetter to do this, because that crossing of the two targets is what's causing the panic. So what you've got to do is really have hard focus. You must really lock on that first target and not be distracted by the second, and make a smooth shot. Then you can then move, look to the second target and shoot the second target with a very controlled, smooth manner. Now, once again, with rabbits, if we're shooting a rabbit, we shoot its feet off, we shoot its feet off, and we just need to shoot the front edge. They're not going that quickly and they're very close. So I'm going to demonstrate a pair. The mistakes that Dave was making, he was not addressing the break point, which is here. So as a right-hander, he would have pointed his belt buckle and stepped here. He was standing square, so there was no rotation for him to be able to shoot. As a left-hander, I just turn like this. I'm rehearsing the shot back, and I'm going to pick the first bird up about halfway across the clearing, come through and shoot it. By now the speed will have bled off the second one. It'll just be gently rolling into that woodwork. You will see, before I load the gun, that my gun mount, the barrel's going to be in the ground, and it's a smooth mount, so it's going to be bang, bang. Not. So we'll have a shot. Pull. And you can see that I just kept locked on the first target and shot it, looked where the second one was, and just moved to it and shot that. Once again, a little gun movement and a tap-tap, which is always a sign of a good pair. I'll demonstrate it one more time, and then we'll invite Dave back in, and hopefully a little tuition will go a long way. Pull. See how smooth that is? Let's see if Dave can replicate it. Take your time. Pull. Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Hey, well done.
Just like that.
Just like that. And that's what you do with pairs. You slow them down and take the panic out of them.